Hey guys, yeah, I had made a promise that I'll talk about Huduma Number and I'll give my thoughts, what I think about the whole Huduma Number thing. Yeah. So to begin with, personally, I'm not applying. I didn't apply. I'm not thinking of applying, and I'll not apply for Huduma Number. Yeah, the whole process is optional as ruled by the court. So I'll rather keep the option of either applying or not applying than committing to applying and then later on regret and wish that I didn't apply. So till the court rules otherwise, I don't think I'm going to apply for it because we were told that no one should be denied access to public services minus the Huduma Number. No one should be coerced to apply for Huduma Number. Yeah, personally, I have very many issues concerning the whole thing, and I have my own reserved opinion as to why I'm not applying for it. So I'll have to share today, and I'll share it in bits. To begin with, before you apply for your national ID, before you apply for your NHIF, before you apply for your NSSF, before you apply for KRA, there is a sample. There is a sample of what you're applying for, and you know exactly what you're going to expect. Yeah. Before you go to any supermarket, before you go to any shop, before you go to do any business, you have to know what you're buying. Yeah. With the Huduma Number, there is no sample of Huduma Number. There isn't any sample, and everyone is in the dark. Yeah, people are speculating how to look like and all that, and right now when you apply, you just get a sheet. You are being told it will come later on and what have you, but no one actually knows how it looks like. Now let me ask you a simple question. What if you go to take the Huduma Number, then it appears that the Huduma Number is a chip, like the religious organizations are stating that you put on your forehead or you put on your arm? What would you do? You committed to it, you applied for it, and now you have to keep it. You have to take it because you already signed and agreed. What will you do? Nothing. You just have to do whatever it is that comes with that. So that's one concern, because you're applying for what you don't know. Two, let's assume that Huduma Number looks like Huduma card. Yeah, I've seen the PDF circulating around of the Huduma card. You know, Huduma card was being used some times back, and you know, it's the closest thing to what people are assuming that now it's the Huduma Number. Now let's assume that it looks like the Huduma Number, right? Our Huduma Number looks like the Huduma card. What is MasterCard, a private organization, doing in a document that is purportedly powerful even than a national ID? Yeah. What is it doing there? That means that as long as you are a citizen of Kenya, as long as the document is required for you to access any services in Kenya, that means MasterCard will be making profit from that. Yeah, I know many people right now are saying that if Moi and what have you, they have applied for this thing, they have money and all that. I'm not Moi. Yeah, you are not Moi. You won't benefit from whatever that comes out of this. So you have to ask yourself, as a Kenyan, what are you expecting in return? You know, and right now people are like scared, cowering, they're just rushing to apply for that. You saw even when the deadline was closer, people are fighting in lines. Everyone wants to take the card, but they don't even know what they're applying for. You know, this is a country we have to think. You have to think, you know, later on, MasterCard will be given all this data because they're the ones in charge of producing the cards, yeah? They'll have to keep this data in their system. And you know, when you are going to apply for that Huduma Number, some of you don't read the sheets. You should be very careful. Look at the sheet. There's a place where it's saying that you are authorizing the government to give your data to any authorized agency, yeah, by the government. You see? That means the data can be given to MasterCard, the data can be given to FBI, the database can be given to CIA, as long as it is authorized, is an authorized agency by the government. Yeah. So it's like you're giving your data away, just like that. And there is also a risk involved with having all of your data at one place. If this government cannot protect the president's social media account from unauthorized access, right? As they said that his account was accessed without authority, and all that. Do you think the same government can protect your data? Yeah, you should ask yourself, those are the simple questions you should ask yourself before you go to this. If someone goes and hacks the system, all your data will be accessed. You will have no question about it. It will be gone. It will be given to any place they want to. Yeah, and some of you might think it's a joke, but sooner or later you might come on and regret about the whole issue. Yeah, then there is this issue that guys are really ignoring. Yeah, people are treating this whole thing like it's nothing, that it's just a number. It's just a number, just go and collect it. Do what you have to do. When the government says, you have to bend, you have to do whatever the government says. Eventually the government is you and me, it's not anyone else. And the people, this government that we have today, it's not the one you can trust with your data. Remember, the people who are given the contract, IDEMA, are the same people who are given the contracts to run election. The Otimofo, they just renamed from Otimofo, which was working with Saffron and what have you. The same people are the ones who are involved in the NIMS kit. The same NIMS kit just decided to not work, and you all saw what happened during the election. And it's the same government, that was the same organization that was given this contract. And it was just brushed off that it was just 35,000 like machines and what have you. 35,000 machines is not a joke. It's not a joke as people imagine it. But sooner or later, probably you guys might see the whole reason behind it. But right now, I think you are not seeing. And there is always a risk when you see human rights opposing something. Ask yourself, is it safe for me? Ask yourself. It's not like the human rights, they just don't wake up and oppose anything. They have to do a good research about the whole process. So next time you go and apply for that number, or you think about applying for that number, that is for those who haven't applied. Think about the whole issue. And I'll tell you for free that those numbers that are telling you people have applied for Huduma Namba, they've just been inflated just to put you in the fear and all that, so that you can rush and say, hey, if everyone has applied, who am I not to? It's always, you see, there are several tactics that are being used. There is that misinformation that people have applied, many of them. Then there is that fear mongering that without it you will do this, you will miss this, you will miss that. No, I'm telling you the truth, because sooner or later you guys will come and see that this whole issue, it's a scam. Literally, it's a scam, because we are going to the census. Why didn't they wait, combine the census and all this Huduma Number and do it as one? If you're interested in the Huduma Number, you sign up with the same time they're doing the census. It could have been much easier that way than right now. We are spending billions on the Huduma Number process. Then we go back to the census, and there's what they're anticipating, another constitutional amendment, there's a referendum, then there's a general election. We are going to lose billions in the long run, and as a country, it's not good, because we are already in a hot seat. We're in a hotbed of debts, and we just signed another Euro bond, 2 billion shillings. You guys should be careful with what you are doing as a country. Meanwhile, I just want to wish you all a nice time, and then hope that sooner or later, as Kenyans, you decide to think as an individual what you want, and as a country what you want. Because in the long run, you guys are going to sell your data. This data will be used to manipulate markets out there, and local industries will be killed because of this Huduma Number process, because your data will be sold eventually. Your data will be sold, and that is how the international market works, because it's the harvesting of data and data collection that matters to these people. They'll go and scrutinize how you spend your money, how much you earn, and all that. Then eventually they'll develop some algorithm on how to make profits and how to keep the profit margins bigger, and that is how the local industries will be killed. So that's my opinion. And I just think that everyone is entitled to their opinion. And for those who are scared and applied for the number, I don't blame you. You are a Kenyan. Yeah, you know how Kenya operates. So next time, please be careful. Read what you are given and don't just rush into things. You have a right to question, because you see, this government, when you question things, you're either sent to prison or you are harassed. In some extreme cases, someone is just taken down, you know. So be careful, be careful. Meanwhile, have a nice time. Thank you.